It looks like the Mickey Fry booth is open. I wasn't quite sure if they were going to be able to open it. We have the outskirts of Hurricane Earl coming through the North Country. The wind has been blowing quite steadily throughout the day. It's September 4th, 2010, and we're in beautiful downtown Chazy. And this is the consolation game of the Frankie Garrow tournament, annual tip-off tournament here at George Brendler Field. This year, and in all future years, we assume, named in memory of Frankie Garrow, who was a member of last year's team and who died tragically in a December car accident. We'll be turning the microphone over very shortly to Joey Trombley and Joe Poisson, who will be doing the game for radio station WIRY and for hometown cable. So the next voices you hear should be those of Joey and Joe here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
They will be going from left to right. Chazy is now going onto the field. They will be going from right to left. And the other thing is, Joe, we wanted to give an announcement to the coach for Canton, and his name is Matt Cofield, and he's a coach for Canton. And Canton is supposed to be one of the top teams out west with Ogdensburg.
Yeah, it's Section 10 in the Northern Athletic Conference. So they're going to come down here and try to pull a victory from Chazy. They have not had a lot of success here. Last year, I think they lost both games close.
They did. Chazy beat them in overtime. That's correct. 2-1.
And Beatontown beat them, I believe, 1-0. It might have been. It was a low-scoring game, but they were both. All the games last year were tight. And this game here is going to be an interesting one. You see the Canton Golden Bears. They have a lot of juniors and seniors. Chazy, another young team.
Come on, Greg, right, well, we have the kickoff now, and Chazy takes the kickoff, and it's Lauren back to Barrier. Barrier comes to the near sideline. Chazy going from right to left, cleared into Canton territory, and it goes back to midfield, controlled by Barrier. Lauren giving chase, but Barrier steps up and goes to Lauren. Lauren makes it deep, works his way down the field, trying to by 1-2 players. He does. It's Lauren having space, but good job by number 5 Butler for Canton to knock it away, and giving chase is number 7 Jordan. Jordan kicks it up into Chazy territory, far sideline, far end line. Giving chase is Tregan. Tregan had a good game against PHS the other day. He's on the ball right now, being challenged by number 10 Spadacini. Ball comes toward the 18, and it's knocked out toward midfield. And giving chase is Lauren. Lauren controls, trying to get to the ball, but number 7 Jordan for Canton controls it. He pushes it off to the far sideline, and giving chase now toward the end line are the Golden Bears and the Eagles, and it will be it's Nathan Reynolds getting to there first, but he knocks it out of bounds on the sideline. So it'll be a throw in here for Canton, deep into Chazy territory. And the ball comes out to number 7 Jordan. Jordan kicks the ball toward the 18. It's cleared out by Michael Reba. Reba gets it up to Barrier, or McCarthy. He heads it back. And Hayden Gay steps up, knocks it into Canton territory. Canton sends it back into Chazy territory, now controlled by Barrier around midfield. He switches fields, going far side, trying to find Pelton. Pelton giving chase and pushes it back over to Tregan. Tregan with the ball now sends it all the way back over to Nathan Reynolds. At Chazy spreading the field, doing a good job, coming to the near sideline now. Over to Hayden Gay. Gay slips down. It's picked up by number 22 Thomas. Thomas with the ball knocks it up toward the center of the field. And it is now controlled by Chazy Barrier. Barrier trying to hit Caleb Snide. It goes too far ahead of him. Goes on the foot of Butler. Butler sends it back to Conklin. Conklin chips it in over Hayden Gay's head, but Nathan Reynolds is there. He sends it back to midfield, controlled by number 5 Butler. Butler pushes it up over to Jordan. Jordan now sends it up to the top of the line to number 23 Bartley. And coming over to help out was Pelton defensively. And Pelton knocks it off the end line, so it'll be the first corner kick of the game goes to Canton, Joe.
Yeah, good ball movement by both teams. Chazy's just missing that one pass. They were trying. They'll get it down here towards give them a few minutes. They're still nervous. They're a very young team.
Well, here comes the kick across the field. Again, Canton's going from left to right, and the ball is deep into Chazy end on the other corner post. And nice kick. It just bent over the top of the crossbar, so it'll be a goal kick here for
It was a good opportunity.
Chazy.
You know, a lot of what you're trying to do when you defend against corner kicks, you don't want to let that ball land in the box whatsoever. You want it any which way, even if you have to give them another corner kick, don't let the ball land. And the Eagles were fortunate they didn't have to defend on that one.
Reynolds takes the goal kick just shy of midfield over McCarthy's head to Lauren. Lauren trying to get by the defense, and good defensive play here by the Canton Golden Bears, controlled by Barrier up to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to use his speed over to Lauren. Lauren pushes it to the far sideline, trying to find Pelton. He gets the ball back, and there's a push on Lauren. I'm not quite sure I saw that, Joe,
I
but
don't know, but I'm watching Canton how they get back on defense.
they hustle.
They hustle back on defense and they pack him in. So Chazy's going to have to try to, use some clever moves to try to find a seam on that, because they just leave two guys up and they bring everybody back.
Well, Canton kicked it out on the far sideline, so Chazy with the ball, and it's kicked into Canton territory. Now they're at midfield. The ball comes into Chazy territory, and it's controlled by number 23, Bartley. Bartley has it taken away by Barrier over to Caleb Snide. And we didn't say their names much last game. We said it more already in the first 3 minutes, Joe.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah, they're controlling the midfield. So the ball is in Chazy territory. Coming over is Tregan, does a nice job. Gets it over to Snide. Snide is taken down, so it'll be a free kick for Chazy. Far side, about 15 yards short of midfield. And coming up is Nathan Reynolds to take the kick here for Chazy. Chazy going from right to left, Canton from left to right. We have no score. I'm Joey Trombley calling the game. My color man is Joe Wissant, and the kick goes toward the 18. It lands, and defensively Canton's there and giving chase to McCarthy, but it's cleared out to the far sideline. It will go out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for Chazy. It will be Tregan taking the ball for Chazy about 10 yards in. Throws it down the line. He's trying to find Lauren, but it goes in the foot of Snide. Snide getting it over to Barrier. Barrier with the ball, pushing it over to Pelton, far sideline. He tries to clear it into the box. He does. It's cleared out of the box, and it is controlled by Reba. He has it up over to Pelton, far sideline. Pelton with the ball, looking to control, trying to get by the defense, but he's stuck by the Golden Bear defense. And stepping up is Tregan. Tregan does a nice job to stick it away. Gets it up over to number 5, Barrier. And now back to Pelton. Pelton with the ball, trying to get it to Barrier, but getting the chase is Lauren. Lauren with some nice speed, trying to get by the defense. And on him is number 8, Harlow. And it's Barrier and Harlow fighting for the ball deep into the corner. And he sends it into the box. McCarthy trying to get a shot off. He fans on it. Gravel trying to turn on it. He sends it up over to Snide. Snide trying to get a shot off. He does. And it goes wide right. So some good positive things here, Joe, early on in this game for Chazy.
Good movement on the far side. Tregan seems to be anchoring that defense on the right side pretty well.
He had a monster game against PHS.
Yes, he did. He played very well, and looks like he's playing very well again. He's a good-sized kid, strong, has a lot of good tenacity. He stays right after the ball. Does the little thing smart.
Keller kicks it up the goalie, and it goes into Chazy territory, and with some nice speed is Bartley. He's working his way down, but Reba trying to push it up over to Gravel. Giving chase is Barry. Barry does intercept the ball. He gets it up to the center field, midfield, over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball, chips it up over to Snide. Snide now into Canton territory, and it's knocked away but picked up by Barrier. Barrier pushes it up over to Snide. Snide working his way into Canton territory. It's Snide now switching fields, going to the far sideline. He's almost over to the far sideline. He's looking around, and the Canton Bears are trying to catch up to him. He tries to push it to Pelton, and it goes back to Snide. Snide now gets a shot off, so good individual effort by Caleb Snide.
Yeah, that's good. It's not a bad run from the middle of the field. Chazy's looking like they're getting comfortable now. The play is starting to go down to Canton's end. They're playing a little bit more defense, but like I mentioned earlier, they do pack it in. So what do we call that, Joe?
The Dannemora defense.
The Dannemora defense.
And the kick comes up. It's a short kick, and it's controlled by the Canton Bears. It's number 3, Hutchinson, on the far sideline. Sends it up to the midfield, but it's Tregan up there. Tregan does a nice job working his way up. He gets it over to Barrier. Barrier pushes it up as Snide or Lauren over to Barrier. Barrier now over to Hayden Gay. Gay with the ball. He's on the near sideline now. Chazy doing a good job using the whole field. And it's Gay. He'll push it back over to Reynolds. Defensively, Reynolds is there. He'll set it back up over to Santor. Santor has it. He comes to the near sideline over to Gay. Gay trying to get by the defense, and it's number 23, Bartley, gets by Hayden Gay, but Gay gets back strong. But nice play by Bartley, get by him. A weak shot. There's a header, and nice opportunity for Canton. Good save by Santor, and there was a nice header by, I'm not sure, I didn't get his number there. On the far side, if he turns around here, it looks like number 10, Spadassini, did a nice head job diving for the ball, knocking it into Santor.
There's a good chance for Canton out there. Hayden Gay's got to get over the nerves. Looks like he's nervous. He's a young
playing
freshman.
young. He's playing
That's
young.
it. And he's one of those players is going to get better.
Absolutely.
So it's some good tests for him. He's good Class B schools.
And it's Jordan with the ball for Canton. He's coming to the near sideline here, but good job by Gravel to run back to knock it back to Hayden Gay, who one times it over to Barrier. Barrier with the ball. Chazy trying to play the control game. He sends it up to midfield to Lauren. Lauren with the ball being guarded by Kozer. Lauren now tries to find Pelton, but he doesn't get it to him, and it's cleared into Chazy territory, headed by Barrier right at midfield. Lauren battling for the ball, gets to Pelton. Pelton trying to find Snide. He does. Snide just into Canton territory. It's now to Barry, back to Lauren. Lauren pushes it to the far sideline. Nobody's there but a Canton defender. And it's number 10, Spadacini, on the far sideline, has it taken away by Pelton. Pelton tries to chip it to the middle of the field. He does. And it's McCarthy looking to get a shot off. He's about 20 yards out. McCarthy looking to load up. He gets the shot off, and it was kind of a knuckler, which Keller got there, but it was a knuckler.
Yeah, kind of a lackadaisical shot, but he was off balance when he took it. Pelton did a good job getting that ball in.
And the ball is, the wind does favor the Canton Golden Bears because it's that southwest wind going toward the Chazy net, so the booming kicks go a long way. And the ball is in Chazy territory, controlled by Gravel near sideline. Gravel sends it to the middle of the field over to Snide to try to get it to Barrier. And it is Snide with the ball, gets it up over to Gravel into Canton territory near sideline. He's working his way down, playing defense as Conklin. It is Gravel against Conklin. Gravel trying to get by Conklin, working his way to the end line. Gravel, nobody on him. They're almost playing a zone defense against him, and he tried to find Snide. Snide does a nice job, comes up to get the ball. Snide looking to get a shot off. He sends it to the top of the box.
Ooh,
and offside on
offside.
McCarthy. He scores, but that won't count. McCarthy's offside, but again, good movement by the ball movement by the Eagles.
Very good ball movement. Good job by Gravel on this near side, bringing the ball down, and Snide coming over, giving him a little support and serving a nice service in the middle. You know, if you're going to have offsides called on you, you're creating opportunities to score, which the Eagles are going to have to get over that. You know, they haven't scored a goal actually on the field in 2 games, Joe.
As of right now.
Yeah, that's the last 2 games they have not scored. They won the state championship on a penalty shot.
That's right.
So we're over 2 full games here without the Eagles' offense scoring a goal. So they got to do something to break that seal.
Well, the game is deep into Canton territory. Randy Loja blows the whistle, and that's a foul on the Golden Bears. A foul is called on Thomas, taking down Gravel. So Chazy on the near sideline, they are about 3 yards left of the 18-yard box. Massive gust of wind coming up on us right now, and it's a Barrier. They're setting up a play here. It'll be a set play. And Lauren looking to try to break toward it. There's a shot. And beautiful. It was headed by Nathan Reynolds, who came all the way up on the sweeper position, got the head on it, but Keller was there, and he quickly gets the ball out.
Right into the hands of Keller, but Chazy's looking good right now. But like I said, they got to break that offensive seal and start pumping some goals from Lauren, McCarthy, anybody. Really, they need to get some more confidence up.
Well, I think the way they're putting this pressure on, I think it is a matter of time before they find the back of the net. And if you're a Chazy fan, you hope they find it multiple times this game. But the ball does go out of bounds on the far sideline. You have a substitution. Thomas comes out of the game and Micah changes into the game here for Canton. And it is Canton's ball. They are at midfield. It's a throw-in. Far sideline. They're going from left to right. It goes off Pelton's head, back out of bounds. So they advance the ball about 10 yards. So they're 10 yards into Chazy territory. And it's another throw-in coming in. He's working his way down the sideline. He's got the wind helping him. And he's trying to find Spadacini. And the wind takes that out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in. Tregan goes over there. He'll take the throw-in. He fakes it toward the goalie. He goes down the line trying to find Barrier. And it is controlled by McCarthy. And it's pushed back to, is that far side? Is that Reed?
It was Barrier that got that.
And now it's sent up, and it's off the head of Gravel onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren, working his way midfield of Canton territory, pushes it back, and it goes to Barrier. Now it's into Michael Reed, looking up on the defensive end to the offensive end, trying to find Gravel, and it's intercepted by number 23, Bartley being challenged by Gravel. He's at midfield, and he pushes it up over to Spadacini. Spadacini has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Gravel over to Lauren. Lauren about halfway into Canton territory, about middle of the field. It's Lauren pushing up over to Snide. Snide looking to load up on a shot, gives it up to Lauren. Lauren has opportunities, gives it to Barrier, back to Lauren. Lauren with the ball. He's now about 22 yards out trying to find Pelton. Doesn't get the pass in. It's intercepted by the defense of Canton. And it's number 7, Jordan. Jordan being challenged by Tregan. He gets it up over to Spadacini. Spadacini tries to go back to Jordan. It's out of bounds. So throw in for Chazy. and it will be Tregan with the throw-in.
Still good ball movement by Chazy. Canton's doing a good job of keeping them on top of the box. They're not really letting the Eagles penetrate too deep into it. Getting any good cracks. They didn't stretch the keeper for PHS.
Just Pelton sends it across,
Oh, nice.
and McCarthy was there, but Keller goes up high to intercept that ball. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Joe, but it was an
That's fine.
opportunity.
I'm talking about the Eagles creating offensive opportunities. They really didn't stretch the keeper for PHS. They really haven't stretched this Keller yet for Canton either. So they're going to have to put something on net. That's
We almost got burned there.
Yeah, and Wolokow almost got by
Figure it out.
Reba. Reba did a nice job knocking it away. It's a throw in here on the near sideline, and checking in is Ben Harlow. And coming off for the Canton Golden Bears, it looks like number 16 it is. Brandon Rohde is coming out of the game, and it's throwing for Canton. And it's Bartley taking the throw in. He gets it into the foot of Wolokow, who pushes it back up to Butler, and it's knocked away. Now it's on the foot of McCarthy. McCarthy working toward midfield, just getting into Canton territory, and he's being challenged by number 5, Butler. Butler knocks it away over to number 23, Bartley. Bartley gives it up over to Jordy. Jordy now into Chazy territory. He has some space. He's working his way toward the 18, pushing it through. Nice through ball. Here's a shot, and that just goes over the net. Nice opportunity, and Spadaccini was there, and he took it over the net.
You know, Chazy's got to quit making these little mistakes. They just got to keep possession. Though McCarthy trying to do a little bit too much at that time. You know, they just got to move the ball, let the ball do the work instead of them doing the work. You know, they do get frustrated because of the lack of goals. You can see it in the offensive players, but they still got to keep their composure. They got to play Chazy soccer, you know, just possession.
Well, if you're just joining us, it is 0-0 between Canton and Chazy. We have 25-22 here left in the first half. Chazy has outshot Canton 3-2, so it's been an evenly played game. We have Nolan Rogers and Cody Toohill getting ready for the next whistle to check in here for Chazy. Ball's at midfield. It is Snide trying to get it to McCarthy. McCarthy just out of his reach, and it's cleared out of bounds here to the near sideline. It's knocked out by Eric Mendy. So it'll be a throw in here for Chazy. And we do have the substitutions coming into the game. Let's see who came
Matt
out.
Gravel, number 13, and Nelson Pelton, number 10, coming out the outside midfielders. We have Rogers making his first varsity action this year, going on the right side.
And Toohill trying to do the throw-in, and he just spun out of bounds on the throw-in, so it'll be Canton's ball. And it's number 1, Joey Conkling, taking the throw-in here for Canton, near sideline here, almost right in front of us. And he gets it to the foot of Bartley. Bartley is challenged quickly by McCarthy, and Toohill won by McCarthy. McCarthy trying to get it to the center of the field, and he just kicks it into an open space, controlled by Canton. On the far sideline, giving chase is Ben Harlow. Harlow can't get to it, it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy, and it quickly comes into Tregan's foot, John Tregan with it, and he's being challenged by number 10, Spadaccini, and it's controlled by Canton. Ball at midfield, far sideline. It's kind of a cluster there, and it's coming out of it was Reba, and he gets it into Nolan Rogers, who just checked into the game. He's making a run down the field, trying to service it in. It goes off the back of the Canton defense, and now it's working its way toward the end line. And good job defensively for Harlow to get there to save it from going off the end line. He pushes it off the sideline. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy deep into Canton territory, very close to the end line.
You know, it's interesting too. They have Reynolds taking all the throw-ins this year. And we'll tell you why here in just a second, because he's deadly. He's got a bomb.
Well, here it goes now. It goes into the box, and it's kicked up high into the air, and McCarthy heads the ball, and it's controlled by number 8, Harlow. Harlow does a nice job keeping it in, but nice job by Rogers to pick him. He gives it up to Reynolds. Reynolds serves it in over the head of McCarthy. Cody Toohill's there. He's in the box. Now he kicks it out of the box. And he's pushing it back, trying to find somebody as he's being guarded by number 23, Bartley. And he gives it up over to Snide, back over to Toohill. Toohill trying to get it. He gets it to Snide. It's pushed back, and it's Hayden Gay gives it to Reba. Reba in defensively in the offensive zone, pushes it up over to Barrier. Barry has it knocked away, picked up by Reba. He gets a hard shot off with his left foot. Good shot, left foot, Joe.
That's what Chazy has to do, though. They had, that shot was about 30 yards out. They're packing it in. Canton is just packing in the defense, and it's going to be very hard for Chazy to make those short little passes because Canton has good-sized boys. I mentioned the juniors and seniors, so they're good size back there, and Chazy's might have a problem muscling the ball through.
Well, there's a short kick by Keller. Lauren intercepts it. He's far sideline. And it goes too far off his foot out of bounds. So he's throwing down the far sideline about 20 yards short of Chazy territory. The ball comes to midfield on the throw-in, and it's controlled by Lauren. Lauren has a couple guys on him. He's trying to find somebody, but it's knocked out of bounds, and it will favor Chazy. Lauren with the throw-in goes down far sideline, about halfway down into Canton territory, giving chase was Nolan Rogers, and it's cleared up toward midfield. Reba steps up, and it's Reba getting it over to Snide. Snide with the ball now over to Barrier. Barrier through the through ball, trying to find Lauren. Lauren trying to get by that defense. Nice speed. It's Lauren. Lauren has a couple players there. He pushes it up trying to find Snide, and it's cleared out by the defense. And it'll be a throw-in for Chazy about halfway down
Good work,
Canton
good
territory.
work by Lauren down deep there. You just missed that. Nobody was coming on that ball.
He's got great speed.
Yeah, very clever moves.
Tregan with the throw-in. He gets it in and over to Lauren. Lauren tried to head it up to Rogers, and it's cleared out. Tregan's there. He's in down the defensive end. He'll chip it in toward the net. High floating ball, and Keller and McCarthy go at it. There was a collision, and the goalie gets the call, so he'll get a kick here. A good effort by McCarthy to put a little pressure on the goalie.
Nice ball by Tregan, though. Good delivery.
Beautiful feed.
It was a well-timed and well-thought-out play. Just a
There's a missed kick by Keller, and it goes out of bounds near us here. And then quickly it's Cody Kuhill. He sends it down to the open space near sideline. It is McCarthy. McCarthy near sideline. Chazy going from right to left. McCarthy has the ball knocked away. They're fighting for the ball. It's Conklin and McCarthy fighting for the ball here near sideline, trying to find Tuhill. Tuhill has it taken away by Bartley. Bartley with the ball, he loses it. Now McCarthy and Conklin fighting for that ball. It's McCarthy putting a good, strong effort out there, and it's cleared out. And they call it a corner kick for Chazy. So here's an opportunity, Joe, as Barrier goes over on the near side, the near corner here, take the corner kick.
Good hard work by McCarthy to get Chazy awarded this corner kick. Got Barrier here. Trying to deliver. It's going to be interesting with that wind being what it is. What it's going to, this ball is going to do is either going to loft it in or you're going to drive it.
Well, he lofts it in, and it goes off, and it's punched out by Keller. So good job by Keller, not being anything fancy, just getting it out of there. He does a nice job, and it's on a counterattack right now, but a good job hustle by Rogers to hustle back to pick that ball. Gets it up over to Nathan Reynolds. He hits the open space. Giving chase is Tuhill. Running back is Conklin. Conklin and Tuhill fighting for the ball down deep into Canton territory near sideline. And they will call that another corner kick. So Chazy will get their second corner kick here, or third, on the near corner post here. Chazy going from right to left, and setting up is Barrier again. There will not be a short kick here. He'll do a traditional kick here for the Eagles. Nice loft into the box, and there was the head of McCarthy, and it goes wide right. So good pressure by the Eagles. It's a goal kick coming up here for the Golden Bears, and Curtis Barney is checking into the game now here for Canton. And coming out of the game is number 8, Ben Harlow.
Good job. We have 18:55 left in this first half. 0-0 score with Chazy and Canton. 3 shots awarded to Chazy, 2 shots to Canton. 2 corner kicks to Chazy and 1 for Canton.
2-1, okay. So now it's Barrier. He's into Canton territory. He's working his way up middle of the field. Gives up to Lauren. Nice play to Lauren. Lauren some nice footwork. He's taken out in the box, and they are going to give the penalty kick.
He took him down. I mean, that was I
But
think
you know,
that's all
Joe,
they could do.
when you have that type of speed in the box, sometimes
They create those.
do what they have to do.
They create those, but I don't know if the defender actually had to take him down. I mean, Lauren got by him. He was probably going to take a good shot, but that is definitely a penalty.
Well, Joe, I will say this. Last time Lauren was in this position, the state championship was on the line, and he went upper right. And we'll see what he does here.
What are we going to bet, Joe? Some Mickey fries? I'll take left.
Come on, Jay.
Left.
He went right the last time.
He misses the corner kick. He drilled it right at Keller.
Way down the middle.
And I think he was thinking Keller was going to dive one way or the other. He went right to the middle, and Keller didn't move off the line.
Who's more surprised, Keller or Lauren?
Well, Chazy just gave up a golden opportunity to grab the lead, and I don't think Coach McAuliffe is real happy. Here's a counterattack. Yep, it's a snide inside of Lauren. Lauren, off the goal post. And what a counterattack. It was a 3-on-1. Snide gets it to Lauren with his speed. Keller came out
Lauren could have made something
outside of his foot, hit the inside goalpost.
Good movement. 3
So
on 1
the
Chazy.
Golden Bears just dodged 2 bullets within 15 seconds here.
Both by Lauren.
By Lauren.
He could have redeemed himself after that missed.
Well, he
penalty
needs to
kick.
score this game, or he's going to have nightmares tonight with those 2
That
shots.
was a great effort by Chazy. Nice 3v1 and Snide delivering the ball over the bar.
Keller up to midfield. It goes into Chazy territory, and Hayden Gay just chips it up. And here comes Cody Tuhill. Nice play by Gay to Tuhill. Tuhill now deep into Canton territory near sideline. They go from right to left, and it's Cody Tuhill being challenged by number 5 Butler. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Chazy, and it will be. And they're waiting for Nathan. They'll wait for Reynolds to come in from that sweeper position. Nathan Reynolds will lose 5 pounds a game just running back and forth on throw-ins.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile. Great player, sophomore, a young player. So he does a lot of positive things for the Eagles for the defense.
Here's the throw-in, and it goes right into the hands of Keller. And so it'll be Keller he throws it out. He gets it onto the foot of Bartley on the whole run here. And Bartley's at midfield, pushes it into Chazy territory, goes into Wolfow's foot, and he's working his way down the near sideline here. Gay does a nice job to pick it from him, and it's Gay with the ball. He's now being counter-challenged, and it's knocked out on a slide tackle by Jordan. Travis Jordan, quick throw in here by Gay over to Lauren. Lauren in Canton territory about 15 yards, and it is Wolfo coming up to knock it away, and Barrier trying to get the ball away from number 1 Compton. Compton does a nice job to get up to number 27, Wolfo. Wolfo gives it up over to Jordan. Jordan kicks it into deep into Chazy territory, and it just goes into the hands at the 18 to Austin Santor. And Santor will look around before he takes the punt here, and here now comes the punt. He tries to get it over to Tuhill, and it's headed by number 23, Bartley. And it is Reba with the ball. He's battling for the ball. Reba gets by 1 player, by 2, but now taken back by Jordan. And stepping up is Barrier. Barrier sends it up. McCarthy giving chase, as well as Lauren for the ball about midway into Canton territory. It is McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball. Nice job by number 7 Jordan taking away from McCarthy, and McCarthy takes him down. It's kind of more
Frustration foul, but you gotta get rid of the ball. I mean, he had I looked like at least four white shirts around. Switch of fields, pick your head up a little bit. Switch fields. He had Tuhill on this near side.
When the ball's kicked into Chazy territory, headed by Reba back to midfield. Lauren giving chase as well as Jordan. It's Lauren with the ball. Chips it up over to Snide. Snide has it knocked away by number 12, Nason, but it's now Tregan stepping up and trying to find McCarthy. McCarthy over to Snide. Snide has it knocked off the ball by Nason, and it's Tregan stepping up, but Nason wins that battle. He's in the Chazy territory, and it's Reynolds. He just calmly gets it up over to Barrier. Barrier being challenged by Nason. Nason all over the place right now. He just switches fields and he gets it up over to Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay has space. He's in his own territory. He switches fields. He tries to go back to the Rogers, and it just goes over the foot of Barney. Rogers and Barney fighting for the ball, and it comes onto McCarthy's foot. McCarthy halfway down, far sideline of the Canton territory. McCarthy does a nice job getting by 1 person. He tries to send it into the box, and it's cleared out, and it will be as deep a throw-in as you can get. You're almost to the end line on the far sideline, and Pelton's coming back in for Chazy, and we have Spadassini coming in, we have Rhodey coming in, and we have Thomas coming in for Canton. Woloco coming out, as well as Nason, who was all over that field last minute, and also number 2, Barney, coming out of the game for Canton. Here's the throw-in. It's a short throw-in over to Rogers. Rogers pushes it back, and it's now Tregan. Tregan chips it in toward the 18, and it's Pelton. Pelton heads it up trying to find Snide, knocked away. Pelton with the ball on the near sideline. Pelton now working his way toward the 18, working his way to the end line, trying to send out. Good slide tackle by the defense of Portland. There's a shot, and it's headed out by the defense, and stepping up is Reba. Reba trying to get to the ball. He chips it back in toward the 18, and it's headed up into the air, and it's headed by number 1 Conklin onto the foot of Chazy's Barrier. Barrier outside the 18 trying to do something, but it's knocked away by number 10 Spadassini. And now it's Rogers fighting for the ball on the far sideline, controlled by Canton. And now it's knocked away. It's kind of bouncing around right now outside the 18. Chazy trying to get to it, but like you say, there's about 8 Canton players boxed in there.
I see 9.
Was it 9?
10. Oh yeah, there was 9.
And here the ball now is working its way midway through the Canton field here, and it's now controlled by Barrier. Barrier now switches and sends it up over to Snide. Snide works to the near sideline. He has Lauren and Pelton in front of him, but he's being challenged by the defense of Canton, number 5, Butler. Now picked up by Pelton. Pelton with some nice speed, working his way to the end line, trying to get his way in there, sends it across, and it's cleared out by the defense. Reba trying to get a shot off. Reba gets the shot off, and it goes wide left, but good job by Reba to step up.
Yeah, a couple of good chances right there for the Eagles. By Pelton down deep. Coach McCullough's made a little adjustment, bringing Pelton on the left side, outside back, so midfield.
Well, if you're just joining us, Canton is 0, Chazy 0. We have about 12 minutes here left in the first half in this consolation game at the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament between Chazy and Canton. And the ball goes, nice play by Lauren. I thought it was going out of bounds. He's now working his way toward the 18 in the Canton territory. He sends it up over to Snide, back to Lauren. Lauren gets a weak shot off, and Keller's there, and he'll work his way to the 18 to punt the ball. He has a wind at his back, and it should be a big booming kick here from Keller.
We have a little less than 12 minutes left in this first half. Joey, a 0-0 score still. Chazy applying a lot of pressure on Canton, but nothing really to test the keeper.
Wow, I wouldn't say that. He'd say a penalty kick and
but the penalty kick was right at him.
Yeah.
You think he was surprised.
No, I think he made the right guess. The ball comes out to Snide. Snide with the ball has it knocked away. Far side is Rogers, and it will. Whoa, he does a nice job keeping it in. Good job by Nolan Rogers. Rogers working his way down the sideline. It's knocked out by number 10, Spadassini, and actually went off of Rogers. So the call goes for Canton, and Spadassini with the throw-in. He gets the ball up over to number. Can't see that number over there, Joe. And it's midfield controlled by Snide. Snide in Canton territory. He tried to push it to Barrier, but it was a weak pass, and it was intercepted by Canton, but they kind of kick it out of bounds 10 yards into Chazy territory, far sideline. And it will be John Tregan with the throw-in. And he's going down trying to find McCarthy. And it goes off of McCarthy's head, and he knocks it out of bounds. McCarthy's saying it was tipped. And McCarthy just got to keep his head in the game here as a throw-in comes into number 7, Jordan. Jordan passes it back. Now it's cleared into Chazy territory. Tregan sends it to midfield, a little too far out of Lauren's foot, and it goes to Conklin's foot. Ball now on the near sideline, and it's a counterattack here by the Golden Bears, knocked away by Hayden Gay, so it'll be a throw-in. So, Joe, I'd say the first half, Chazy has definitely dominated this first half.
Chazy half, but this low score helps a team like Canton. They're waiting for that long ball, and Chazy's defense make a mistake and go try to pound one in, and they just bury themselves on the defensive end and try to hold on to Chazy, try to keep them scoring. I don't think they want to get in the shootout with the Eagles, but the Eagles need to put something in the back of the net. They're going on almost 2.5 games here without a goal, Joey.
Well, right now they're in Canton territory. It's McCarthy trying to work his way through. I think he heard you speak. He's working his way down. He was taken down, no whistle. And Lauren sends it back to Barrier. Barrier pushes it back to Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay. 9 players back for Canton, and it's Barrier over to Gay. Gay chips it up to the top of the line, headed by McCarthy. And Keller gets there no problem, so he'll work his way to the 18. He rolls it out to number 10, Spadassini. He chips it up over to the far sideline, and it looks like number 13, Molnar, and it was Tregan fighting for the ball. Tregan's still fighting for the ball. He's at midfield, sends it into Canton territory onto the foot of McCarthy. McCarthy now halfway down, working his way to the 18, far sideline. Pushing up for Lauren. Lauren gets off a quick shot, but it goes wide of the net. So it'll be a goal kick here for Canton.
Yeah, still, the Eagles are moving the ball very well. But like you said, you look up and Canton is just packing that box. Chazy has 7 shots compared to Canton's 2. Keeper for Canton, Keller's made 8 saves. Santor, the junior keeper for the Eagles, has made 1. We have 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half.
Andrew Rabbit, who checked into the game, he's got the ball now, and he's nice feed over to Lauren, but it's cleared out. Good defensive play by number 7, Jordan, who kicks it off to the near sideline, but Pelton comes in over here and does a nice job to keep it from going out of bounds. It's Pelton with the ball. He'll look to send it into the box. It's headed out by the defense, picked up by number 23, Bartley, and knocks it away, and it's Pelton there. Pelton sends it across and it goes under the foot of Reba. Reba looking to get a shot off. and it's deflected off the defense, and the defense of Canton knocks it out of the 18, headed by Gravel, trying to be controlled by Barrier. Barrier trying to push it back to Gravel, has it knocked away, but Hayden Gay steps up. He's into the Canton end here, is pushed to Gravel about halfway down into Canton territory, but the Canton defense steps up. It's number 27, or number 23, Bartley. He sends it up, but Hayden Gay's here on the near sideline. Gay with the ball. He has Pelton on the near sideline. He finds Pelton. Pelton with the ball. Does a nice job to get by midfield, now working his way down. He's halfway down on the near sideline. Good speed by Pelton. He's being challenged by Conklin. Conklin does a nice job to knock it away, and it will be a corner kick here for Chazy. So nice move by Pelton.
Good work
to work his way down on the near sideline.
The freshman and sophomore, the freshman Gay on the left defensive back, and Pelton working well. They're getting more comfortable with each other now. You can see them. They're doing things right, the simple things, and that's what they got to keep doing.
Well, here comes the kick from Barrier. He's taking the corners here for Chazy. And he sends it across and off the head of Gravel, and it works its way all the way to the other sideline. And it could have been a dangerous play on Lauren. And here comes Canton. Canton on the far sideline working the way to midfield. They kick it into Chazy territory. Giving chase is Tregan. He sends it up to midfield. It hits off Lauren's chest. He traps it. Lauren now sends a booming kick. Giving chase is Rabidou. He's got that deceptive speed, but coming off the line right to the 18 just before Rabidou was Keller, and he quickly kicks it into Chazy territory about 10 yards, headed by Reba back into Canton territory, headed back into Chazy territory at midfield, now controlled by the Bears. Ball kicked deep into Chazy territory. Santor does call for it, and nice job Santor calling it, and nice job by Nathan Reynolds to shield him, and it will be a punt here by Santor. He kicks it into just barely into Canton territory. It's headed back into Chazy territory, headed back into Canton territory. Rabidou there, he has it knocked away by Butler. And we have a push by Jordan. He knocked down Barrier. So
Barrier's had a pretty good first half.
And so hasn't Snuggs out of the game right now, but we're definitely calling them names a lot more than we did the other night.
Barrier's doing. He's a hard worker. You know, he's like a workhorse. A draft horse, just constantly working hard.
And Reynolds sends a booming shot toward Keller, and he's there. And he now has the ball, and he fakes the throw. I guess he'll let the players run back before he punts the ball. And it's a nice punt by Keller. He has a wing at his back, and it goes off the head of Reba toward center of the field. And it is Spadacini with the ball. He gives it up over to Butler. Butler's trying to find Bartley. Bartley has an opportunity, and he gets a shot off far post. It just went wide.
Just about a foot high.
That was their best opportunity.
That was their best opportunity of the game. We've got 5 minutes left, Joey?
Yes.
A little more than 5 minutes, and we still have a 0-0 score. But Hayden Gay he's gone down to the ground a couple times, and you can see the youth. He's going to get stronger.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
As the season goes on.
Reynolds with the kick, working his way to midfield. It doesn't quite get there, and it's headed by Jordan. But Tregan does a nice job to push it up to Barrier, and the ball is kind of bouncing around here. And there's a jump-in call on the Golden Bears, and quickly Barrier sends it to the near sideline, 20 yards into territory to Cody Toohill. Toohill working his way down the end line here, passes it back over to Gravel. Gravel at midfield gets a shot off. It was a wide shot, and way wide, and it'll work its way off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here.
Not a bad idea by Gravel to take a long pop like that, but be a little bit nicer to put it right on net. Not they're having a hard time getting a good look at Keller, the keeper.
Well, like you said, defensively they really pack it in. So Chazy's looking for their opportunities, but defensively the Canton Golden Bears have stood up to the task. And it is Keller with the kick, and he hits it to midfield, but it goes off the foot of Gravel. And Pelton does a header up to Lauren. There's that defense, 4 guys, and there's Lauren trying to get through there. And there's the shot by Rogers. He goes wide. But if you notice, Joe, there were 4 defensive players back in that box when Lauren tried to make his move.
Yeah, Chazy, they get back quick, and they have size on the Chazy kid. You can see the size of the difference between juniors and seniors.
It looks like they're looking for the short kick, but Canton is definitely aware of it. And it is Barrier to, is that Lauren down there?
Looks like Lauren.
Lauren and Barrier. And the ball's knocked out. So it'll be a throw in for Chazy, far sideline. It will be Barrier with the throw in.
Big throw!
And it comes over to Gravel. And Gravel trying to get into the box. He does. It's knocked out of the box. And Rogers giving chase, but it's knocked toward the center of the field. And nice job by Tregan. Controls. Good job. Tregan working his way up. Looking to feed it. He sends it in. And it's headed out at the top of the 18, back out, and stepping up is Hayden Gay. Gay with the ball, sends it up over to Cody Toohill. Toohill near sideline working his way down. He'll serve it into the box. Goes over everybody, headed by the defense, now headed by Barrier. It's a weak head, and Keller's there. And the wind's picking up here, definitely favoring Keller with this kick. This kick should go quite a ways, and it sure does. It goes almost 3/4 of the way down the field. And it's controlled here by the Canton Golden Bears. Jordan with the ball, looking to make his move. A nice job by Reba to chip it away over to Barrier. Barrier on the run, now sends it up over to Gravel. Gravel with the ball being challenged by Butler. He sends it up, trying to find Lauren. Lauren does a nice job. It's Lauren trying to get by two guys. It's knocked away, picked up by Butler. Butler sends it up to the far sideline. Here comes Tregan. Tregan does it. He's just very smart there defensively for Chazy. He just sends it up over to Rogers. Rogers trying to get it up over to Gravel, and stepping up is Barrier. Barrier Pelton to Pelton. He's trying to control. He's pushed from behind, and he does get that call.
Yeah, but we had.
That's kind of,
I don't know about
it's
that.
contact. But
Thomas,
Tyler Thomas was called for the push.
So Joey, we have 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the first half. Still no score, so maybe Chazy can put one on here.
Here's about a 35-yard kick out, direct kick. We'll see what Barrier's going to do with it. And he chips it into the top of the box, headed by Reynolds, and it goes right into Keller's hands. So like you've been saying, Joe, they're kind of weak shots.
Yeah, they haven't stretched the keeper. I mean, he's right to him every time, including the penalty kick.
Well, now it's Reynolds sends it through to Lauren. Lauren coming through, and nice job by the defense to knock it away, but Lauren hustles far sideline, now chips it across over the head of Pelton, and headed out by the defense. And Cody Toohill half volleys left of the net.
Yeah, he had a chance right
nice
there.
Nice opportunity.
Chazy's looking good.
Hammond gets the guard. Hammond's checking in. So the shots on net, Joe, are 10-3, much different than the other night against PHS.
Yes, it is. And it's, like I said,
Play hard for a minute here, Jeff.
At times, moving the ball well. And you got to give Canton credit, though, for keeping the Eagles off the board.
Well, we have 43 seconds. It's Keller with the kick here. It's a short kick. Pelton knocks it back to Barrier. Barrier finds Lauren.
Stay right on
pushed back
board,
to Gravel. Gravel works his way to the net. He's got Rogers to the right. And nice job defensively by number 7, Jordan. And it's Lauren now with the ball. He's looking to get a shot off. Lauren gets a rip off. And Keller does a nice job. That was ripped, but right at him.
Best shot of the game, too, besides the penalty kick.
Yes.
That was a good chance for the Eagles. They put a few balls across the creases this half. We have just about 10 seconds left.
And the ball's at midfield, and it's pushed over to the far sideline, and it's Wokolo and Tregan fighting for the ball. Wokolo wins that battle, but the buzzer should stop here before the... and it does. So the first half has come to an end. Canton and Chazy are at goose eggs. You are listening to Joey Trombley and Joe Bussant calling this game here at the George Brendler Field. It's the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament. You are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country, hometown radio WIRY, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
By two, man.
Fell with that wind going against Chazy in the first half. They actually controlled the ball,
Didn't affect them really.
and the wind was going against them.
It helped Canton. And it didn't affect the Chazy game really one bit that I could notice.
Well, Canton's taking the kickoff here to start the second half, and the ball is pushed back to number 7, Jordan. He goes to the far sideline over to Joey Conklin. They're still in their territory. Chazy buzzing around them here, and they lose the ball to the Eagles, and it is Gravel sending it up over to Caleb Snide. Snide with the ball, trying to work his way to the middle. He has it knocked away, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy, and Gravel calling for the ball halfway down far sideline, throwing it down to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to work his way to the 18. It's McCarthy, sends it back to Barry, but it's a short kick intercepted by number 7, Jordan. He sends it to the midfield, kick into Chazy territory, and Reynolds steps up, heads it up over to Barry. Barry at midfield, controlling the ball. He now steps into Canton territory, gives it up to Pelton near the near sideline. Pelton working his way down, being guarded by number 16, Rhodey. Nice play by Pelton. He sends it across to the top of the 18. Barry fighting for the ball as well as Lauren. It's Barrier winning that battle. Barry now has Pelton behind him. but he turns and he tries to get it off. He takes it off the number 8 Harlow, so a corner kick quickly for Chazy on the near sideline.
Good tough work by Barrier, the junior captain for the Eagles. He gets awarded a good corner kick here. Good chance right off the bat.
It is Barrier. He'll take the kick here. Nice feed, and it is headed out on McCarthy trying to get to it. And there's a shot by Gravel. It goes off the defense of Canton, and the ball is cleared out, and Gravel is there. Gravel looking to push it back. He does, and he gets it all the way to Hayden Gay. Gay will look to spread the field, I think. No, he works his way back to the midfield. Does a nice job getting by the defense. Now sends it deep into Canton territory, and it's on the foot of McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball, trying to send it back over to Snide. He does, and it's knocked away, kicked up toward midfield to the foot of Bartley. Bartley has it knocked away, and stepping up is Reba. Reba gets it to Lauren. Lauren has space in the Canton territory, pushes it back to Barrier. Barrier comes all the way to Tregan, who steps up into the offensive zone. Tregan working his way on the near sideline. John Tregan with the ball. He has Pelton. Pelton's wide open here, deep into Canton territory. He chips a high shot toward Keller, and Keller does a nice job getting that ball. It's a good hustle by McCarthy and Snide going after the goalie. Keller did a good job keeping his attention on that ball. And he makes a nice save on the nice looping shot by Pelton.
I think it's more of a pass. And then try to cross it. So it was good. Hard read for the keeper. Those are very tough when that wind is swirling.
Well, the ball is in Canton territory as it was in most of the first half, and Chazy putting some good unrelenting pressure. And Joe, we've said this all along, you put this type of pressure on, it's a matter of time before you find the back of the net.
Yeah, you hope so. You know, they need to build a little confidence, the Eagles, in their offense. Barry's been playing very well this game. I've noticed in the midfield, Pelton's having a good game. Rogers came in, gave us some good minutes. Reynolds, as usual. Hayden Gay stepping up. Tregan, using his size, his experience. They got to keep going. Lawrence, hustling all over the place, as you see McCarthy doing well.
Okay, well, the ball goes off the end line, so we have a corner kick here for Chazy, far post. They're going from left to right, and here comes a kick by Barrier. Nice feed inside the box. Goes by everybody. Giving chase is Lauren. His speed gets him there first. He saves it from going out, and it's Reynolds trying to get a shot off.
Ooh.
And Reynolds goes side post, side of the post, near post, goes side off. So a nice opportunity, and they said it was a deflection. Must be the keeper got his hand on it.
Good chance right there again for Chazy.
So a corner kick here near post, and it's a short kick quickly. It's Barrier from Jordan, and Barrier sends it in, but it's cleared out by the defense, and coming up is Reba coming hard. Reba coming very hard, has it knocked out of bounds. He actually kicks it out of bounds. So it is going to Canton. Chazy thought they were going to get that call. They didn't. So the call goes to the Bears, the Golden Bears, and it's a throw-in by number 16, Rhodey, to Jordan. And Jordan gets it up to Molnar. And Molnar has it knocked away, and it goes to Reba's foot. He gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren now sends it center of the field to Snide. Snide can't control it. It's a loose ball. Snide fighting for the ball. He does get there. So nice play by Snide at the 18, trying to get a shot off, and it's a high shot wide right, and there's no corner kick, as it will be a goal kick here for the Canton Golden Bears. If you're just joining us, it is 0-0 between Canton and Chazy in this semifinal game in the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament here at the George Brendler Field. Chazy out shooting Canton 14-3, but have not found the back of the net. The golden opportunity was the first half when Brandon Lauren missed the penalty kick, and it's now Lauren now just outside the 18, sends it all the way across to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to work his way through, but Canton Joe is just packing that defense in, 5-6 guys at a time, and Chazy's having a hard time breaking through, and it's McCarthy has it knocked away, and it's now picked up by Canton, sent up toward the center of the field, and nice job by Michael Reba. Reba with the ball now comes to the near sideline. Reba sends it up to Pelton. Pelton working his way toward the end line. It's Pelton. He's being guarded by number 9, Poser. And it's knocked out of bounds, so we have a throw in here for Chazy. And actually they're saying it is a corner kick for Chazy. So you have Barrier going over to take the corner kick. Reynolds comes up from the sweeper position. They send him in. At midfield you have Tregan, and then you have Hayden Gay in front of him defensively. There's a shot, there's the head, and it goes right to Keller. So Keller will work his way to the 18.
Next corner kick.
and he sends a short kick. He's trying to find number 16, Rhodey. Rhodey with the ball, has it knocked away. It's Barrier. Barrier gets it over to Lauren, and number 19, Mendy, just kicks the ball out of bounds about 10 yards short of the midfield, and it's treating right in front of us, throwing the ball down all the way down to Lauren. Lauren gets it back to Barrier, over to Lauren. Nice give and go, and it is knocked out off the end line by Travis Jordan, so another corner kick here for Chazy. And it is Jordan Barrier for the corner kick here for Chazy. This is the 9th corner kick for Chazy, which is quite a bit in one game, Joe.
They've been packing him in here just the last couple of minutes. This is about the 4th one.
There's the feed,
There it is.
and there's the head, and
Yeah,
it is a goal, and that was Nathan Reynolds skied up there.
Coming back in the sweeper position.
The sweeper position, and finally Chazy breaks through at the 33-13 mark, and it would have been Barrier to Nathan Reynolds. And Joe, what was impressive about that head was how high Nathan Reynolds got in the air.
Guy that did a great job getting that ball down. He didn't head it over the top of the net. He got it down. Nice, and another nice corner kick. You got to figure Chazy was just nipping around that edge.
Well, we said that. It's just a matter of time.
Now what's going to happen is they might get some more here because Canton has to come out. They're down 1-0. We have 33-13 left. So they got to come out and get some goals. They can't afford to pack it in like they have been.
Well, they had the kickoff, and the ball is at midfield, controlled by number 23. It would be Bartley. And Bartley with the ball, just shy of midfield, trying to get it into Chazy territory. And the ball has not been much in Chazy territory this second half. And it's about halfway into Cortland territory. The ball is being challenged. And it is controlled by Cortland, or Canton, I should say. But it's the Eagles giving a good job challenging every ball right now. Now the ball does work its way into Chazy territory, and Reba does a nice job to knock it out of the way of Mason. So coming up, take the throw in for Canton is Spadaccini, about halfway down Chazy's territory, and the ball goes into number 5, Butler. Butler has it knocked away, picked up by McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball, trying to get it through. There goes Lauren, nice speed, but Keller comes off the line. It's just too far out of the range, but nice idea by McCarthy trying to hit Reynolds, and the ball went to Keller. He quickly boots the ball toward midfield, but it's controlled by the Eagles. And McCarthy trying to find Snide, but it's intercepted by Jordan, and Jordan sends it to midfield for Canton. Canton trying to work their way into Chazy territory, but it's knocked away by Gravel onto the foot of McCarthy. McCarthy far sideline, looking around, pushes it to Barrier back to McCarthy. McCarthy working his way far sideline, working his way toward the 18. Chazy going from left to right. The ball kick just outside the 18, headed by Jordan up to Wokolo. Wokolo has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Barrier. He gives it up over to Snide. Snide with the ball, looking to get a shot off. Snide being challenged. He pushes it up over to Gravel. Gravel will look to get a shot off. He chips it over, trying to find either Lauren or Pelham, and it was too far out and went off the end line. And it will be a goal kick here for Canton.
Has Canton had the ball in Chazy's end yet this half?
It's gone in a couple times, but no control.
Nothing really. The ball just kind of landed and Chazy collect it back and reload and go right back at the Golden Bears. Chazy's looking good so far this second half.
The Golden Bears control the ball. They boot it into Chazy territory, but it's Tregan there. Now he works away to midfield near sideline. He sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren pushes it back over to Barrier. Chazy get into their control game over to Snide. Snide loses the ball to number 5, Butler. Butler chips it in deep into Chazy territory, but Reynolds is there and he just sends it up to the far sideline to Nathan Gay. Gay sends it to midfield, and Barrier giving chase, but it's controlled by Bartley. Bartley has it knocked away by Barrier. He pushes it back over to Jordan. Jordan being guarded by Snide, and he has it knocked away. And on the far sideline, you have Gay and there was Bartley fighting for the ball, far sideline. Ball comes out in front of Jordan. Jordan now being challenged by McCarthy. Nice move to get by McCarthy. It's Jordan. He gets by Gay, or Gravel, kicks it into the 18, and it's cleared out by Reynolds right to midfield. Nobody there for Chazy. Canton will control. Canton with the ball comes to the near sideline over number 9, Kozer. Kozer goes into Chazy territory. He gets by Pelton. Now he's working his way down the near sideline. Pelton comes in to help out, and it's pushed by Pelton, is what it looked like.
Yeah, it was.
And Pelton looked like he hurt himself.
Pelton initiated that, and he got the brunt of it. I think he went flying into Number 9, that would be
Kozer.
Kozer.
So it'll be a free kick here for the Golden Bears.
Some of the better movement they've had this half. It's the only movement down the Chazy end.
Well, they're about halfway down on the near sideline here, and all the players are off to the far side, so he's going to try to volley it in there. And there'll be a rush toward the net. Santor's holding his ground. There goes that kick. Santor's there.
Nobody there!
And nobody was there. Santor just waited for the ball. It goes into his hands, and now he'll work his way to the 18. And the wind seems to have calmed down just a little bit here. And he punts the ball up, and it will just go over the head of McCarthy. McCarthy trying to work his way to the ball, but it's controlled by number 1, Joey Conklin. Conklin goes far sideline, trying to find somebody. He finds Bartlett. Bartlett gets it up over to Woolico. Woolico now sends it down deep into Chazy territory, and it's Gravel fighting for the ball, and so isn't the Golden Bears. And we have a battle going on down there, and the ball is won by the Eagles. And then Snide. Snide gets it to Lauren. Lauren's got some room. He pushes it up over to Barrier. Barrier now sends it up trying to find McCarthy. McCarthy with the ball. The Bears get back very quickly as McCarthy has 4 Bears in front of him. McCarthy pushes it to Barrier. Barrier one times it back to McCarthy, but it's cleared out by the defense of Canton, and it goes over to the far sideline, and it is Ravel with the ball. He now pushes it up to Gay. Hayden Gay with the ball. Sends it to Snide. Snide back over to Reba. Nice ball movement by the Eagles. He comes to the near sideline over to Tregan. Tregan has Pelton in front of him. He pushes it to Pelton. Pelton will look to feed the ball in. Pelton now sends it up. It's a far shot, and it just goes over the head of Keller, just wide of the net. And it will be a goal kick here for the Canton Golden Bears. And checking into the game is Nolan Rogers.
Nelson Pelton getting in some good action here in the second half. It was a nice cross, just a little too far out of touch. But they're getting some good looks. The Eagles are. Canton had a little flurry of action, with the free kick and stuff, but rather harmless.
Well, if you're joining us, it's Chazy 1, Canton nothing here in this semifinal game for 3rd and 4th place, I should say, in the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament here in Chazy. And right now, there's a little run here by Canton as they're in the Chazy territory. Chazy back defensively. The ball goes to Jordan. Jordan with the ball, and it's knocked back to midfield. And Spadassini with the ball comes to the near sideline, and stepping up is Kozer. Kozer with the ball gets it out to the foot of Spadassini. Spadassini back to Kozer, and it's now knocked to midfield. And now it's a moving kick into Chazy territory, far sideline, near the 18, and giving chase is Gay. Gay just sends it up to midfield, trying to find McCarthy, and it's taken by number 18, Musa. Musa pushes it up, and it's Pelton fighting for the ball, and it's won by Wokala. But coming over to help out was, for Chazy, that would have been Hayden Gay. He knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in. Checking into the game is Curtis Barney, as well as Ben Harlow for Canton.
One good thing about this wind, Joe, is there's any pesky mosquitoes aren't around this as much.
No, yeah, like 2 nights ago we had to use a bug spray up here. It's so hot and humid. This is more seasonable weather, Joe. And the wind's picking up here again. The ball comes into play, and it is Jordan fighting for the ball. And he kicks it up, and it's taken away by Lauren. Lauren now working his way toward the midfield. He chips it into Canton territory. Giving chase is Rogers. Rogers on the near sideline. Canton gets back defensively, but it's Rogers. Rogers trying to get by Kozer. He sends it back toward Lauren, and it's knocked around, and Tregan way up offensively from the defensive position. Nice play by John Tregan. He's been a steady force for Chazy the last 2 games.
Doing a good job, John Tregan, the senior defender for the Eagles. Coming up, participating in that offense. That's what you want to see, is your defense become part of the offense, and then you're
Brandon!
Well, Nathan Reynolds will take that throw in, and that wind has definitely picked back up here.
Nolan,
With
get the foot down here.
25-27 to go, Chazy leading Canton 1-0. There's the throw-in into the box. Ball headed up into the air, and McCarthy tried to get his head on it. He does, but it goes off the end line, so it's a goal kick here for Canton.
much wind.
Yeah,
His flags are straight out. He's doing an American flag down on our right side. I think those are right straight out.
and the top of the corn is kind of bending over too here. And it's a nice day for a soccer game, early fall day. And it's Lauren now working his way to the 18. Lauren trying to get a shot off, and stepping up is Rogers. And Rogers drills a shot high right. And he'd like to have that opportunity back.
He had a good opportunity right there. He was really had nobody in front of him.
Get a touch
Seeing
and
the-
hold them
being the
up.
keeper.
If you had a touch and hold them up.
Now, Joe, what are the shots on net right now?
The shots are net right there. They favor the Eagles from Chazy, 17. The Canton Golden Bears have 4. Quarter kicks are 9 for the Chazy Eagles and 1 for the Golden Bears.
So the Eagles have controlled this game. It's a short kick by Keller, and Lauren with the ball. He tried to get it to McCarthy, and you almost think he should take a shot
Yeah,
from
be a
there.
little bit more selfish like that. A little bit more selfish at that time. He had everybody on his back and going against the grain.
Brandon!
Well, quick throw in here by Canton, far sideline, and the ball goes off of the Canton foot, and it's snide with the throw in. And quickly it comes in. Pelton sends it in toward the box, but Keller's there, and Keller will work his way to the 18.
Yeah, I don't think they're counting that softy as a shot.
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
And the ball is booted to midfield, and it is Reba. Reba pushes it up over to Pelton. Pelton near sideline, or far sideline, working his way. Chazy going from left to right. He's taken down by the Canton defense. So it'll be a free kick for Chazy about halfway down, far sideline in Canton territory.
Good opportunity with this win. Barrier is going to see what he does. Puts a little spin. Maybe go far post. It'll be interesting with this win. See
If he
what
goes
does.
far post, the players are all set up on that side. They'll probably be rushing the net here.
Hopefully somebody can stay wide and maybe pop one in because it's a lot of velocity.
There it goes. And it does go far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! How he scores! Jordan Barrier.
Wow.
That was almost. It just happened. It was like you thought it was going to go wide.
Put it on net and then on that far side of the net.
I think Keller thought it was going to go wide.
Yeah, I did too.
And it falls in. You are listening to the Sports Authority, WIRY.com. Go to wiry.com too, or wiry1340. We'll be back in 30 seconds. It's got to be unassisted, right?
Deny this one,
I believe
Nolan.
it's unassisted, yeah.
Deny it.
Nah.
Welcome back to the George Brendler Field, and Pelton was just taken down about 10 yards into Canton territory. So another opportunity with Barrier. If you're just joining us before the break, Barrier took a direct kick, and it looked like it was an innocent kick, and it just found its way to the
I don't know
far.
if the wind aided or how are we going to score that, but no assist.
It's a goal.
It's just a straight up
It's
goal
now
for Barrier.
2-0 Chazy, and Barrier now will try. Why not try the same corner? It went wide this time. It worked last time. So it'll be a goal kick here for the
It's just
Golden
gonna-
Bears.
It's an offside against the Eagles.
Yeah, but he was trying to go for that far
Yeah.
corner again.
So why not put it on net and see what anything can happen? And there you go. Well, Chazy's broke through the second half.
Well, I don't have to hear you
we'll
say
see
they
the
haven't
goal.
scored for 2.5 games anymore.
You can because they didn't score for 2.5 games, Joey. But we're going to forget all about that now. They're getting on the board here. Early in the second half, we have 21:45 left. So they finally can.
I don't want to say,
a little bit.
yeah, they don't want to say they want to relax here.
Yeah.
And the ball goes out of bounds, so Chazy will have the throw in here on the near
And then
sideline.
what's going to happen here too is Canton has to come out of their shell.
Yeah, they can't keep.
They keep playing this kind of defense. They're going to keep getting fried, and they're going to have to try to get a goal, and that's going to hopefully create more opportunities for the Eagles and spread them out.
Well, the ball's in Canton territory around the 18. Chazy put the pressure on with a 2-0 lead, and it's Snide heading the ball over to Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away and giving chases number 8, Harlow, for Canton, but it's taken away by Lauren. Lauren now with some nice speed into the 18, and nice job defensively for Jordan to come over to knock it away. But taken away by number 22,
Oh.
Rogers. Rogers sends it into the 18, and it is just kicked out of bounds by number 10, Spadassini. And so we have a throw-in, and Tregan will take the throw-in here for Chazy. Ball comes back over to Reba. Reba with the ball. He serves it into the 18, and it's knocked back out to the wing. It's Rogers with the ball. Rogers looking to get by the defense. Does a nice job of being challenged by number 8, Harlow. Rogers looking to get a shot off. It deflects off the defensive player. It's in the box. It's loose, and it's knocked out of the 18, but given chase is Pelton. Good hustle by Pelton. He's far sideline now. He's working his way to the end line. Good defensive play by the Canton defense. And it's knocked back out away to Pelton. Pelton has it knocked away. Now it's Barrier. Barrier's there, so it seems like everywhere you look, there's Eagles now.
Yeah, Barrier's playing a good
Johnny,
game.
a little wider. No,
Very good game today. He's all over the place doing good things for the Eagles in the middle of that
attaboy.
field.
Well, Tregan serves the ball into Canton territory. Giving chase is Lauren as well as number 8, Harlow. And the ball goes out, and it goes off of Lauren, so it'll be a throw-in for Canton. And we have a bunch of substitutions coming in. It's Molinar in, number 15, Lattison is into the game,
And 13.
and number 13, I did say, I had him, Molinar, okay. Coming off the game is Curtis Barney.
Barney's done a halfway decent job over there.
Yeah, he's hustled very well
Yes,
for
he
them.
does. He hustles all over the place for the Canton Bears. One of the highlights of their team today.
Well, the throw-in comes in onto the foot of number 23, Bartley. Bartley sends it to midfield, but it's Reba there. He just sends it to the middle of the field, and it's picked up by the Canton Bears, who just booed it into Chazy territory. Reynolds controls it, sends it over to the near sideline, over to Tregan, and that would deflect off of number 8, Harlow, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy at midfield, and it's John Tregan with the throw-in. He sends it all the way down, trying to find Lauren near sideline. Chazy going from left to right. Chazy with a 2-0 lead, and there's a push on Lauren.
Pull him back.
So Canton will get the kick here, about 30 yards in their territory from midfield. And coming over to take that kick is number 18, Musa. He gives a short kick over to Curtis Barney. And Barney sends it back up over to number 19, Mendy. And
I'm looking on the field right now for the Chazy Eagles. I see 2 seniors. Yeah, that's Snide and Tregan.
Yeah, they're a young team.
So doing a good job, these young men.
And it is Lauren pushing it up over to Snide. Snide with the ball.
Inside of
Snide
Noe.
has some room, working his way up defensively. They're all back there again. He chips it up, headed by Lauren, and diving to his right with Keller. So nice give and go by the Eagles.
Chazy's looking good. I see Rogers getting some great quality time and doing some great things on this right outside midfielder. Pelton hustling. Now there's 2 sophomores right there. So good things for them in the future.
And right now the ball is in Chazy territory. It is Hayden Gay with the ball. He sends it to the center of the field. Coming over is Reba. Michael Reba with the ball. Now gives it up over to Barrier. Barrier at midfield. Sends it up to the near sideline over to Tregan. Tregan will work his way into the offensive zone. He pushes it up over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball has some space. On the wide open is Rogers. On the right-hand side is Rogers looking to send it off. He just takes it hard off the defense. It'll be another corner kick for Chazy. And with 17-14 to go, Chazy leads Canton 2-0 here in this semifinal game.
Canton's been on their heels this whole second half, Joey.
They have.
They had one probably about a 3-minute time down in Chazy's zone and couldn't do anything with it. And the rest of the time they've been on the back of their heels playing a lot of defense, Canton. And the score shows that with the second half. 2 second half goals for Chazy.
Barrier feeds it in, and Keller is there. So it will be a goal kick here for Canton. It's a quick goal kick, and the ball is at midfield. Hayden Gay looking to get there, but it's controlled by number 10, Spadassini. Spadassini has it knocked away by Reba. He sends it into Canton territory. Giving chase is McCarthy. McCarthy and Canton. Canton gets there first, knocks it into Chazy territory. Pelton has the ball, goes off his foot right at midfield, far sideline. Canton going from right to left, and checking into the game is Zach Hutchinson. And coming out of the game is number 8, Ben Harlow. And Ben Harlow had a pretty good game so far tonight for Canton. And the throw-in comes in, controlled by the Golden Bears. Ball at midfield, far sideline. And the ball is knocked away, and it is Snide pushing it up over to Barrier. Barrier now knocks it up over to Reba. Reba with the ball. He sends it in the speed of Lauren. It's Lauren chasing the ball, as well as Kozer. Kozer gets there first. Lauren pickpockets him and takes the ball away. It's Lauren. Lauren does a nice job. He's looking to send it across. Lauren pushes it back over to Rogers. Rogers sends it to the top of the key, and the defense for Canton is there, and it goes on to the foot of number 23, Bartley. Bartley pushes it back, but intercepted by Barrier. Barrier pushes it to the center of the field to Snide. Snide pushes it up to Lauren. Lauren, there's about, look at that, 10 players back for Canton.
Yeah, they're still doing it.
And they're still boxing it in there, and there's a shot. Nice
Oh, yeah,
shot.
what a shot by Barrier.
Rips it.
Holy
Side
cow.
net, far side, Chazy
Wow.
3, Canton
I'd
nothing.
have to say that's about 23 yards out. And
It was a booming shot. You are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country, Wiry, 1340 on the dial, wiry.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Chazy up 3-0 before the break. It was Barrier from Snide. So you have Barrier with 2 goals and an assist today. So we talked about the PHS game. We barely called his name. He's making up for it in this game.
He's having a great. Oh, good
Oh,
job
look
here
at
by
this.
Lauren. Oh, just
actually,
missing McCarthy.
Just missing McCarthy.
You know, we have 15 minutes exactly left in the second half,
Brandon.
Joey. Chazy coming up strong. 3 goals in the second half, breaking out of that slump they've been in.
Yes, and then they could have scored in the first half too.
Yes, they could have. Barrier. You know, Jordan Barrier, the junior captain, having a phenomenal. Oh, here's another
There's
ball.
Lauren.
Oh.
Keller's there.
You just Lauren just missed that, making it 4-0. Chazy's looking great here this half.
This is a big game for Chazy after that tough loss to Plattsburgh High School 2 days ago, and they needed this game, and they are not disappointing the fans.
Put some confidence in these young men. Nice ball right there by Tregan.
Tregan sends it up deep into Canton territory. Back there is number 9, Kozer. Kozer being challenged by Matt Gravel, and it's knocked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy.
Did we mention the assist on that? Caleb Snide.
Caleb Snide, yes he did.
Number 6, so it's center midfielder to center midfielder.
Well, we were talking about how that midfield duo was taken out of the PHS
Oh
game.
yeah, no trouble. It was a one-man wrecking crew against that duo.
Hey, watch back.
You know, they're starting to find their legs here. Granted, Canton is not as strong as PHS. There's no doubt about that. But, good matchup. You know what? Sometimes it's good to take a loss, Joe. Well, I hate to say it, but sometimes a loss is good.
Well, it's McCarthy now working his way to the 18, knocked away by the defense, and it's set toward midfield. Hayden Gay is there. He battles for the ball. Nice job by Gay. And it actually goes off of the Canton player, and no, they say it went off of Gay, so it's a throw-in at midfield for Canton. And the ball is working its way down the sideline. And defensively, Chazy's there. So this second half, it's all Chazy. No matter where any loose balls, Chazy's getting to it first. And it's like a horde of bees out there, because every time Canton turns around, there's an eagle.
Yeah, good defensive boys are playing this afternoon.
Well, it's Snide now at midfield. He sends it to the near sideline. Chazy going from left to right. Now in Canton territory is Matt Gravel. Gravel working his way down. He gets by Hutchinson. It's Gravel with the ball. Now working his way to the middle of the 18. Sends it to the top of the key to Lauren. Lauren with the ball pushes it all the way over. Tregan up offensively from the defensive end. Tregan looking to serve it. It goes off the defense, but it goes into the hands of Keller. So Keller will work his way to the 18.
Yeah, Chazy doing a good job looking at the shots on goal. 22 for the Eagles, and Canton is stuck on 4.
And how much time do we have left, Joe?
Right now we have 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second half.
Okay, it's Gravel here looking to serve it. He serves it all the way over, and Keller's there. So Chazy's just putting unrelenting pressure
One
here.
service after another. You know, the goals they've scored have all been good ones too. They haven't been cheapies.
No.
Where your face
No, and
is.
it's nice to see Barrier break out this game.
Yeah, it's great to see him. You know, he didn't have a quote-unquote bad game against PHS.
No, but it wasn't the game you usually see against Barrier.
No, it's tough to have a great game every game, and that's just the way it is. And like I said earlier, sometimes a loss is good.
Oh, yeah.
You know, tough loss, you know you can be beat. Come out, gives you a little bit more to come out the next game.
Well, right now it's Lauren in Canton territory. He's about halfway down, working his way to the 18. And again, they pack in like 7 players back. They're down 3-0, and they're still packing it in.
I think they're just trying to keep the score.
Keep it respectable?
Yeah, if possible.
Well, it's Cody Toohill, far sideline. He's being challenged by number 13, Molnar. And it pushes back, and it goes to Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay over to Barrier. Barrier with the ball has it knocked away, and given chase is number 13, Molnar, but won by Barrier trying to find Snide. Ball knocked loose at Snide with the ball, looking to get a shot off, but it's knocked away by the Canton defense. It's Gravel gets a hard shot off, and it goes off the defense. It might work its way off the end line. It does, so another corner kick for Chazy.
Good hard work by the Eagles once again. Moving the ball well, switching fields well, doing it at the proper times. Getting some good looks on Keller for the...
I can say this, Santer has not been challenged this game like he was against the PHS game.
Oh, no, Mr. Santer he has enough time to go over there and get himself some Mickey fries.
Well, it is Barrier with about 10 minutes here left in the game. Chazy with a 3-0 lead, and he chips it in. Nice feed. And Keller, he's a tall goalie, and he got beyond charging McCarthy, and he got that ball.
The big keeper. You can't put a body on somebody like him.
He's a big boy.
He's massive.
And Reynolds steps right up here deep into Canton territory, and it's like Nathan Reynolds says, I want to get into the game. It's pretty boring defensively back there. So Reynolds is into the game offensively as he's challenging number 7, Jordan. And I don't know if it was a matter of Rob making a switch and just getting him up there, or he just took it on his own.
He's just switched up there on his own. He got the ball at that midfield and fought for it.
Here
Because of
goes
his hard
Snide.
work. Yeah.
Oh, Snide taken out.
That could be a yellow card right there.
They aren't going to give
They
it.
aren't going to give it right on top of the box, probably about, 24, 25 yards out, Joey.
I'd say 20 yards.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. And Randy Lozier will count out 10 yards.
he
They're
will.
about 4 yards right now.
No, we have 9 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second half. Chazy with another opportunity to go up 4-0 here. They're up 3-0 right now. Barry, it's going to be interesting to see what Chazy does right now. They're going to practice a little razzle dazzle. They're just going to.
Well, we're going to see here. They got 4 players around the ball, and it looks like a little razzle dazzle that didn't do too much razzle. And there's a shot wide. They'd been better off just to boot that ball.
That's something new that I haven't seen Chazy do, but trying to catch Potsdam a little flat-footed.
Canton.
Or excuse me, Canton.
Yeah.
Once again.
That's right. Well, I've been saying Cortland a couple times too, so we want to cover all those areas out
Right
west.
now, Section 10.
Section 10. We want to give them all their due.
Canton had a pretty good season last year also.
Yeah, and they're supposed to do very well in the Section 10 area. This year, they say Ogdensburg and Canton are going to probably be the top 2 teams out there. Of course, you have the other teams who will say differently.
Oh, sure.
And
Why not?
well, absolutely. That's why you play the season. And the ball is working its way toward midfield. Stepping up is Hutchinson, and he loses it over to Snide. Snide now looking at midfield, has a little space here. He has Gravel to the right. He has Laurent in front of him. And coming from behind was the defense of Canton. And good hustle by number 15, Lattison, to take it away from him. And the ball is far sideline, and it is Hayden Gay just knocking it out of bounds. So halfway into Canton territory, it's a throw-in here for the Golden Bears, and we have a few subs getting ready for the next whistle for Chazy. As we have coming into the game, it would be number 8, Andrew Rabideau. We have Jeff Botten. We have Andrew Dupree, and we have first-timer Ricky Osher.
The O's are getting his first varsity experience. He's never played
here.
soccer before. Oh, nice.
Oh,
wow.
what a shot by...
Great save by Keller, too.
Great save, but Gravel had a nice low shot,
Yes,
hard
he did.
shot, and Keller had to go on the ground to make that save.
Most of those shots at the high school level, you're going to see a rebound on, and Keller did a great job to have soft hands to keep that ball in front of him.
Keller's had 23 shots on him. He's only given up 3, so he's been pretty busy back there. And Lauren trying to work his way through. He's taken down, no whistle called. It goes onto the foot of Hutchinson. Hutchinson, he loses it to Gravel. Gravel passes it to midfield. Tregan steps up, but he has it taken away by number 16, Rhodey. Rhodey at midfield, and taken out of the play is Barrier.
Barrier's down, getting up slow.
But he's running back on there. We've got a lot of wholesale changes here. We got a few more of the Chazy players coming up. Well, keep them coming. We got number 9, Craig Botten, going into the game. We got Alex Sweet going into the game, and Nolan Rogers. We have 7 players for Chazy going into the game here. The next whistle, there's 6:48 to go. The ball's kicked toward the 18, and McCarthy trying to get to it. He does, and he pushes it back to Gravel. Gravel chips it up.
Nice ball.
And it's knocked out by Keller. That's the only thing he could do, and it's cleared out by the defense. Stepping up for Chazy is Reba. He has it knocked away, and stepping up is Hayden Gay. He knocks it to the center of the field, now controlled by Ken, but good job by Tregan knocking it away to Lauren. Lauren with the ball, now working his way midfield into Canton territory, gives it up to Snide. Snide goes
nice
back
ball
to
by
Lauren, and Lauren,
Just,
Snide could have taken that shot
He
too.
could have. He unselfishly he saw Lauren cutting in. He got a nice feed to Lauren, and just another chance for Chazy. But Chazy's looking really good here. We got some wholesale changes.
Oh, major. Right now we got 2 Canton Golden Bears and 7 Eagles ready to check into this game.
Keller giving these young men a chance to go. Nice
And
ball.
here's Gravel, through ball. Gravel working his way on, trying to get a shot. Oh, Gravel sends it wide of the net.
It's out the Corey Field
And
big time.
the Raccoons are going to have some fun out there tonight, Joe.
Like one just got killed by that one.
5:41 to go here in the game. Chazy, if you're just joining us, is leading Canton.
Look what he's
3-0.
I like where he's putting these young men here.
Well, Joe, the players are out there. Why don't you tell them where
Sure,
they're
we
at?
got Craig Botten going in on the sweeper position, a sophomore, getting his first varsity experience. Barrier having a great game coming off the field. In the middle, we have Gravel going in the middle of the field for the midfielders. Moving over, Nolan Rogers playing in the middle of the field also. We have Ricky Osher, transfer from, I believe,
Ticonderoga last year.
Never played soccer before, and he's out there on the field. Craig Botten, like I said, the sweeper. We have Andrew Dupree on the right fullback. Reba staying in the middle of the stopper position. Alex Sweet, the junior, number 14, getting his first varsity experience coming in here, the right outside midfielder. And for the left outside midfielder, we got Cody Tuhill going back in.
And here it is. Nice play by Craig Botten.
First time.
And
Good
he
job.
sends it up to midfield, and it is Gravel. Gravel into Canton territory, has some speed, and being challenged by number 9, Kozer. And the ball is knocked away. Stepping up is Alex Sweet. Sweet with the ball, one times it up
job.
over to Rabideau. Rabideau trying to get it back to Sweet. Sweet with the ball, gives it to Rabideau. Rabideau now looking to get a shot off. He's got some room. There's a shot by Rabideau. He drives it over the net.
Very
And
good
nice
touch.
give and go from Sweet to Rabideau.
Good job by Sweet. Sweet got the ball, playing pretty good defense coming in off the bench. We have just a little bit more than 4 minutes left in the second half, Joey.
And it has been all Chazy in the second half. Basically, it was all Chazy in the first half.
Yes, it was.
So this whole game is definitely what a difference 48 hours can make.
And in the weather and the temperature of these players' fevers to try to win, I should say. Chazy's looking good here this game, much better.
All right, Lozier does a nice job pushing it back to Jeffrey Botten. Botten trying to find number 22, Rogers. Rogers working his way. He sends it into the near sideline onto the foot of Sweet. Sweet working his way just outside the 18. He's being guarded by number 2, Barney. And it's a corner kick, so we are now at 12 corner kicks coming up for Chazy.
Wow, that is, that's a lot of corner kicks, Joey,
In one game?
For one game. I forgot to mention the senior Jeffrey Botten on the left side of the defense going in for a substitution.
There's the kick, far sideline over the head of Keller. Everybody giving chase. It went way over the box, far sideline near the end line, and it is Cody Tuhill gets there first. Tuhill now sends it back into the box. It's headed out by the defense. Tuhill chips it back in, headed by Rabideau to the net, and Keller is there. So nice job by Rabideau to head it in toward Keller.
The substitutions are looking good.
Yeah, they are.
They're putting some good pressure on.
Well, they're the ones that challenge the starters in every practice.
That's true.
And they all play the same system, and they're playing it very well right now.
They are.
With 2:37 to go, Chazy with a commanding 3-0 lead have outshot Canton 23-4, and the corner kicks are 12-1 favor in the Chazy. Which, with those stats, you can just, if you're just joining us, it's been total domination by the Eagles here this afternoon at the George Brendler Field in this semifinal game in the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament. And right now, Chazy is controlling the ball. They're having their way right now, and the ball comes over this all the way over to number 15, Andrew Dupree. Dupree trying to find Sweet. Sweet trying to do a nice move to get by number 2, Barney, but Barney knocks it into Wokolo. Wokolo now into Chazy territory. Botten's back there, so as well as Dupree. And the ball is kicked, and it goes towards Santor. It was a very light kick. Santor makes the save.
That's the first time in probably half an hour that Santos touched the ball.
And I'm just glad it was there. I'm glad he's still awake. It's been a long time since he's seen a shot, so that's nice to see that Santor is still into the game here. And a nice play by Gravel. Gravel working his way near sideline, trying to work his way toward the 18. It's Gravel. Gravel being challenged by number 30, Hammond. He gets the shot off, and it is Keller that's there. So Chazy's just popping shots off left and right.
Yeah, we have a little bit more than 1 minute left in this half, Joey. And who would you give the player of the game? This guy, I'm just got to go hands down, Jordan Barry.
Well, it's Jordan Barry.
Yeah,
There's
without a
no.
doubt. He did great things all day long when he was out there. Hustled, fought. Just like I said, he's a draft horse. He's not one of those thoroughbred, Nolan Ryan kind of sleek. He is just a worker, and I'm glad to see him rewarded for hard work with the 1 assist and the 2 beautiful goals. The 3 goals that Chazy has.
He's been involved in every one.
Yeah,
of them.
they weren't trash goals.
No.
We have Reynolds getting a goal, from Barrier in this early in this half off a corner kick. But Barrier getting an unassisted goal off that free kick and getting the assist on the last goal. Scored on that last goal on a great shot just outside the box.
We're under 30 seconds here left in the game, and the ball is in Chazy territory, but it's Rebo with the ball, and he'll clear it into Canton territory. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by number 9, Kozer. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. Alex Sweet will take the throw-in here as the clock winds down to 10 seconds. So Chazy will finish third in their own tournament, the Frankie Garrow Memorial. But an impressive victory for Chazy tonight.
Good recovery for them.
As they beat Canton 3-0. You are listening to Hometown Radio, the sports authority of the North Country. Also on the streamed on the World Wide Web at wiry.com. We'll be back for our post-game show in 90 seconds.
What is that static?
And here is the Hometown Cable post-game show. Thanks to Joey Trombley and Joe Pusson for taking us through the game, and thanks to those of you who are watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Coming at you from the George Brendler Field, beautiful downtown Chazy.